Hello, this is Keith Larson, VP Content for Smart Industry. And it's my privilege to talk today with Hiram Sosa, Senior Automation Manager for Doosan Bobcats Operations in Europe. Hiram was honored in Smart Industry's recent Transformational Leadership Awards as DX Champion for his leadership of the company's digital transformation efforts. Welcome, Hiram. A real pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine, Keith.
For our audience here today who may be unfamiliar with Doosan Bobcat, maybe we can start off with you telling us a little bit more about your company, what types of products you manufacture in the markets that you serve.
Yes, so good afternoon, everybody. So Doosan Bobcat manufactured construction and farm equipment, and it served the market for compact with compact loaders, telehandlers, mini excavators, and so on, many more. The headquarters for USA are in Fargo, North Dakota, and the EMEA are in Dobrich, Czech Republic. I'm based in Dobrich.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the digital transformation initiative for which you were nominated there at Doosan? What kind of processes have you been going through? It sounds like things have been pretty transformative over there. Tell us a little more about what you've been doing.
Yes. So our team started the digital transformation focus on manufacturing. So in the Doosan Bobcat in Dobrich in MEA, we wanted to start this process to provide connectivity of all the manufacturing areas and to have a flexible, modular, and scalable solution. That way, we will be able to integrate all the data silos and provide dashboards to all levels of the staff in manufacturing and also all the different levels of the organization. So for that in mind, we start using and choose Rockwell Automation FD Innovation Suite powered by PTC. So that's the solution that we are working on. So we get the benefit of Kepware, ThinkWork, FD Analytic, DataView, and so on.
Great. You mentioned putting in dashboards and increased visibility. Did you have an identifiable business opportunity you were really going after? Did you not have that kind of visibility before? What was the situation before you started this implementation?
Yeah, so at that moment when we started this, everything was paper-based, and then all the data was on silos. So there's a lot of data availability right at hand. So one of our mission was to focus on what we call TDK, transfer data into knowledge. And we wanted to have a platform that we will be able to visualize the data coming from manufacturing or for different silos available to everybody. So in that way, also minimize those non-value time that some of the staff need to go through on search data, contextualize it, and also create charts. So that was the main idea.
Sure. Were there particular aspects of the operation that you prioritized first in your initiatives?
Yes, so we focus mostly on all the manufacturing KPIs in manufacturing and also quality. One of the things that we focus on providing the best quality to our customers and also internally as well. So we put in place some of the data captures for the equipment to increase the quality assurance and those type of stuff.
Did you have set goals for the initiative? Did you have specific parameters that you were trying to achieve?
Yeah, so first of all, like I mentioned, was the connectivity of all the equipment and devices. Eliminate or minimize those non-value added time to do the task, and also increase the data accuracy and visualization. In that way, we will be able to monitor closely those downtimes, production outputs, and those targets. So in that way, we increase production capacity and quality assurance.
Okay. What about the timeline of the initiative? When did you start, and what's the roadmap going forward?
Yeah, so for us, this is like a continuous improvement journey. So once we start looking into more areas, and also one of the good things was the people engagement. So from production, quality, different department, they wanted to then also benefit and jump into the bandwagon. So we started at the early of around January 2019, and right now we have a roadmap outline for the next 5 years. So we currently have a short floor system to monitor and control our manufacturing. But together with the global PIT team from Doosan Bobcat, we're going to be also upgrading to a brand new MES system, also incorporated with the IoT system, and also a PLM, so a brand new one. So that, including all those put together, plus all the other areas and things that we see that it provide more benefit to the company and to the production. So that's where all the things that we put into the roadmap.
Yeah, so when you look at IoT and PLM, you're digitalizing a lot more than just the manufacturing. Then it's really the
Yes,
full product life cycle.
exactly. So those are the things that we are putting into our roadmap, and we are moving through. So we already started this together with, like I mentioned, globally. So this is a great journey. Interesting.
Sounds like you mentioned everybody was clamoring to come on board with this initiative. You didn't have a lot of resistance in parts of the organization on change.
Actually, I can say honestly, no. One of
Yeah.
the things that we did at the beginning was to put together what we call a Techno Day. So we
Mm-hmm.
put together the ecosystem, the technology ecosystem partner, and we bring them into our premise in the bridge. And during those days, all levels of the staff was able to feel and touch what kind of technology we will be planning to implement. And also
Right.
they asked questions. They were open up, so they were able to test some of the technology, like augmented reality, looking at the dashboards, and also self-serving reporting system. So that
Mm-hmm.
opened up their mind, and then they were able to understand and feel. So that helps that they start coming with brand new ideas from their side to highlight their pain point. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we motivate them, and we were able to support ourselves on the roadmap and what was the next step that we're going to be using the technology for to support them.
Yeah, that sounds like a powerful way to get people on board. Just as far as how do you make sure that they've got the skills they need to make these new technologies come to bear? Are there steps you work with the technology suppliers, or how do you make sure that your workers,
Yeah,
even if
so
they want to get involved, how do you make sure the skills are there to
no,
kick it off?
exactly. So we are based with the together with the technology ecosystem and partners. So one of the we work as a partnership two ways. So also we get trainings
Mm-hmm.
and perform assessment to know exactly in what levels are our staff, and then we ensure that they participate and engage in those training, and we see the result. They are coming back with more clear requirements, and also already ideas on how they want to have the technology to support them. So it's most of the engagement on the team, and how the team is absorbing the knowledge, and they just express it back with the requirement more clear and understanding. Okay, yes, we're gonna be doing this because we're gonna get this back as a benefit. So that type of mind set is what we need in a company to strive.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Do you rely on those technology ecosystem providers to kind of complement your internal skills then, when maybe something is a little outside of your comfort zone?
Yes, so they provide us training and enhance our competence for our team and staff. So yeah, we rely on them to support us as well. We support on other areas as well.
I was going to say, are there any particular lessons learned or best practices you can share when it comes to quickly proving out use cases and then scaling across the organization, both within the organization there in the Czech Republic, but also into other world regions as well?
Yeah, so one of the first thing and lesson learned is to engage our personnel and also work together with the eco partners of technology. So to gain that information, that trust, that leverage of technology benefit, and have a clear view of the requirement regionally, but also keeping in mind that we want to scale. And what we produce, let's say here in the bridge, there are other regions that are producing, so they will get benefit as same as we are doing. So keeping that channel open is help leverage and get the solution not only locally but regionally. So moving into that, one of the things that we also put in place was a digital council. So the digital council serve as a guidance, also put some governance and make sure exactly that when we have a solution that we implement and we get real good benefit, that solution will be communicated and leveraged to other regions.
Does that involve a certain level of standardization effort as well with the digital council to make sure you're using similar approaches and using the same language and the same terminology to make sure things are compatible?
Exactly. So yes, like I mentioned, it's also covering the governance, and part of the governance are the standard to make sure that the solution will be flexible and scalable.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Are there any ways that the roles and decision-making processes have changed in operations as a result of your digital transformation efforts?
Yes, in a big way, because right now, as we interconnect all those data silos. We put dashboards and reporting, the automation of the reporting system. So let's say production status, and automatically those report at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, and all level of the staff are making data-driven decision.
That makes sense. I have to say, good luck on your continued transformation journey. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. I think I want to thank Rockwell Automation for sponsoring these awards and sponsoring our airtime here today at the DX Strategist Conference as well. So those of you who are viewing, please take advantage of some of the other presentations as well. But Hiram, mostly I would like to really say thank you very much for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day, and good luck on your continued journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all the audience. This has been a great journey, and it's a continuous improvement. I want to also highlight the support and the help of Rockwell as well Automation, also for this privilege. And just thank you very much for keeping it up with all the great benefits and great solutions.
Great.
Thank you.